Yo, spoiler warnings moving forward, so if you're not trying to get spoiled by the Boruto manga, then you're gonna have to get out. If you're still here, go ahead and hit that like button, go ahead, slide over, click the subscribe, and let's get ready for the video. Yeah, alright, Boruto chapter 67 predictions, bro. Sarada's MS, bro. Yo, what is going on, guys? It's the Grass Ninja here, and welcome to the channel. This video we are going to be discussing Sarada's Mangekyou Sharingan, which has never had more potential for awakening in the entire series until right now, okay? Not only is Boruto quote-unquote dead, but it was Kawaki who dealt the quote-unquote killing blow. And the last time these two characters, Sarada and Kawaki, were seen together on panel, they were legit scrapping, okay? How will Sarada awaken her MS? How will she awaken that Mangekyou, okay? Well, first thing that needs to happen is for Boruto to stay down, okay? If Boruto is legit down and out for the next chapter, or even the next several chapters, then someone within the village has to take notice of this huge battle taking place with all these pillars, cubes, and rods falling out of the sky by Kawaki, or Momoshiki launching several massive Rasengans to attack Code and Naruto. Okay. Who then do we know for sure is watching this battle unfold? For one, we know Ino was ordered by Naruto to have the entire sensory unit focus on Boruto's chakra signature instead of Kawaki's, okay? However, Naruto himself used Sage Mode to locate the boys fighting Code. So currently, the entire sensory unit and Ino should be sensing for Boruto's chakra and detecting that Boruto's chakra levels are dropping to near zero, okay? So there is potential for Inojin to set up a squad to rescue Boruto, because we know he's part of that sensory unit. We saw him a couple chapters ago. Ino can easily communicate anything that's happening to anyone and everyone in the leaf with her telepathy jutsu. Especially in like an emergent situation like this one, where the Hokage's son is potentially dying just outside the village. You know what I mean? Okay, 2. Hinata could easily be watching with her Byakugan. Like, she can see far as hell with that shit, okay? And we saw how concerned she was for Naruto, Boruto, and even Kawaki's well-being when Naruto initially went out to battle. Like, she was ready to come with them, right? So if she suddenly sees that Boruto's chakra is changing, Momoshiki is running amok, or that Boruto is down for the count and that Kawaki is going crazy, she could possibly set out to the battlefield herself, like regardless of what Naruto's shadow clones are saying. Or she could assemble a small squad in order to come and support the Hokage. Like Naruto's shadow clones could just poof because he's starting to fight Kawaki now out of rage or whatever. Okay, 3. Boruto Shiki used like several high-level jutsus, even some massive Rasengans, literally on the edge of the village, okay? And Kawaki wasn't messing around either. Kawaki was unleashing some pretty crazy jutsus, with both of them affecting the area, possibly damaging parts of the village, or at least parts of the outside of the village. You know, if shit like this doesn't get Sasuke's attention, then I've lost like all hope for that Uchiha, okay? But yes, Sasuke is also part of this list, as his current mission is to locate likely areas for Code to strike. Now look, I bring all this up because it shows that there are plenty of different routes for the information regarding Boruto and Kawaki fighting to reach Sarada, okay? It doesn't have to be the complete details like that Boruto has just fallen in battle. The information given to Sarada could simply be that Kawaki and Boruto are currently engaged with the enemy. It's not even far-fetched to assume that Sarada could also be somewhere scouting around the village like her father, and she just stumbles upon this huge battle. Not to mention, Ino could easily send out a large-scale message to any Chunin and Jonins in the area to stand by and be ready for combat, because the Hokage, Boruto, and Kawaki are currently in battle with a Kara member on the outside of the village. Sarada, being a Chunin, could easily be part of a squad that gets a message like this. Not to mention that 2 members of her team are actively engaged with a Kara member, or a Kara inner, right? Now, as team leader, she might literally be obligated to show up and come and control her subordinates. Like she might feel obligated. I don't think like Hokage Naruto's gonna force her, but just out of obligations as her team leader, she might pull some rank and be like, I have to deal with this. So she could be on her way if she does get this information. Now look, how and when Sarada would learn of Boruto's like condition, right, would be up to the storytelling, right? Personally, I would like to see Sarada pull up to the battlefield and see Boruto lying on the ground lifeless, okay? But regardless of when Sarada learns that Boruto is dead and Kawaki was the one who killed him, I would be surprised if it doesn't awaken her MS, and if she doesn't confront Kawaki, like, or I would be surprised if she doesn't like try to fight Kawaki, you know, right then and there. Okay, so considering how close Sarada is to Boruto and his entire family, plus when you take into the fact that Kawaki and Sarada are already beefing, it's the perfect opportunity for Sarada, because remember, Kawaki doesn't believe in the shinobi way of doing things. So he naturally clashes with Sarada since she's the leader of their team. So she already doesn't like him that much, right? Now with Kawaki killing Boruto, not only does she lose someone close to her, she would also have a target to focus all of that hate and raw emotional power onto, okay? So Boruto dying right now would actually be a great way to power Sarada up before the time skip, especially when we look at all the power-ups that Boruto and Kawaki have received in just this one battle. Okay, so let's say Sarada arrives to the battle, sees Boruto's dead body, and then awakens her MS. What then? Would she be able to beat Kawaki in Karma 3? What kind of abilities would her MS have? What happens when she starts going blind? Okay, firstly, would she be able to beat Kawaki? I want to say no, but I honestly can't say. It would entirely depend on what her MS abilities end up being, because I find it hard to believe that the standard chakra boost that comes from awakening the MS would be any way comparable to the boost that Kawaki gets from Karma 3. But that being said, hatred is directly tied to the strength of an Uchiha Sharingan, and I would assume Sarada's hatred for Kawaki at this point, after like, you know, he ended Boruto's days, would be pretty much immeasurable. So the amp could be immeasurable, but I don't want to give her the benefit of the doubt to say she'll have an immeasurably powerful Mangekyou. So I don't know, but it's up to interpretation. Depends on the abilities. So since we're talking about abilities, what kind of abilities? Again, I don't know, but I definitely want to see something original. Sure, like the Susanoo is a staple, but I don't want her to just have like a copy of Sasuke or Itachi's abilities, right? Like I mean, I guess the Yada mirror would be kind of cool to pass down, but like if all she gets is Amaterasu or Tsukiyomi and the Susanoo, then you might as well not even give her the power up, since like Karma kind of like outclasses all that shit now. So she's gonna need something creative, something original. And I'd love to hear what you guys think Sarada's abilities would be in the comment section below. Okay, now I think this one's interesting. What happens when she starts to lose her eyesight? Alright, well, thanks to Momoshiki, not only has he destroyed Sasuke's Rinnegan, but he's effectively shut down Sarada's route to a dual EMS, or a dual Eternal Mangekyou Sharingan, making it impossible for Sarada to save her eyes by the traditional means. Now, we've all heard those theories of like Sarada mastering the 100 healings jutsu and using it in conjunction with her MS to like cancel out the damage done to her eyes, right? But see, I was thinking about it, and I'm not too sure if something like that actually would work. So let me explain. Okay, first off, yes, in theory, like on paper, it could totally work and fit in her character by like her inheriting like the signature techniques from both her parents. But I think it's worth pointing out like the sequence of events. Okay, so when Sasuke had his Mangekyou Sharingan, right, when Sasuke had MS, Karin Uzumaki, a member of the Taka, was incapable of healing the damage done to Sasuke's eyes with her medical ninjutsu or her special bite me harder daddy jutsu, okay? So, however, right, she wasn't able to heal Sasuke's eyes, but Karin Uzumaki was able to completely restore Tsunade's Byakuya seal during the 4th Great Ninja War, right after Madara was done fondling the 5 Kage, okay? So Karin is able to rejuvenate Tsunade's entire 100 healing seal, and then shortly after that, go and scrap with Hashirama's 1000 hand Buddha Golem thing, okay? But the damage to Sasuke's eyes from MS was such that Karin was unable to heal it, okay? So it could be that maybe the 100 healings jutsu would prove itself to be ineffective in healing someone's MS. But that's just a thought, you know what I'm saying? If Karin couldn't heal it, but she could replenish the 100 heals, I don't know if 100 heals is strong enough to counteract MS blindness. You know, it could just be a thing that happens, unavoidable. So at this point, you're probably like, wow, the Grass Ninja, you don't think the Byakuya seal could heal the MS? How does she get EMS then? Well, then there's also the other theory that's really popular right now, that there are Shin clones with MS, right? Because we all saw the Shin Uchiha clones, they all had their own Mangekyou. Now, these Shin clones, people think that they could work due to the nature of Shin's body, right? But I feel like that would only work in the case of, like, say Shin is the one receiving the eye in this transplant. Alright, so let me explain what I mean real fast. Because Shin Uchiha has this special ability where the cells of his body will, like, never reject any outside or foreign material introduced to the system, okay? Which basically allows him to adapt and become one with any foreign bodily, cellular material, whatever, that's added to his body. So yes, if, like, say a Shin clone, right? Say Shin clone number 1 stole Sarada's Mangekyou, he would probably awaken an EMS. But I don't think the same thing can be said for Sarada. Because just because Shin himself can accept any foreign body part without rejection, that doesn't mean Sarada has the same ability. That doesn't mean Sarada is a match for him, okay? Just because you can add anything to Shin doesn't mean you can add Shin to anything, okay? So, like, we need to look at Danzo. Danzo and his Sharingan arm came directly from Shin Uchiha, and even Danzo isn't compatible with it. He had to keep his arm wrapped up and sealed most of the time, and then if he used too much chakra, the arm would legit turn into a tree, threatening to consume all of Danzo's body. Because, you know, Shin's cells also possessed Hashirama cells. Now, since Sarada's not an Indra reincarnate, the Hashirama cells are probably actually really dangerous, okay? Because we already seen, like, not everybody's compatible with Hashirama cells. So imagine you put a Hashirama cell enhanced Sharingan inside of Sarada's head. 1, it would probably, like, be really cool and stuff. Or 2, it would backfire, and if she ever ran out of chakra, trees would grow inside her skull. So we'd have to look out for that, alright? And then, finally, there's Obito's lab full of Sharingan. So, this one would actually be really cool. In fact, it'd be downright insane. It's one of my favorite theories that I've seen out there on this topic. But in Naruto Shippuden, Sasuke tells Obito to transplant Itachi's eyes into him, and then we're shown this huge wall full of Sharingan that Obito had collected during the Uchiha massacre. Now, many people have already theorized that Sarada could acquire an MS from that laboratory, but we have to remember that Itachi, Obito, Shisui, and Fugaku were the only wielders of MS at that time. So at the time of the massacre, there weren't too many people who actually had a Mangekyou Sharingan, okay? And we actually know what happened to all of these people's eyes. Okay, so there's Obito's Sharingan, right? That turned into ash right after Kaguya killed him with her ash bone jutsu, alright? Then there's Shisui's eyes, alright? Shisui's eyes were split between Danzo and Itachi. Both of those dudes ended up destroying Shisui's eyes so that no one else could use them. Then there's Itachi's eyes. Itachi's eyes are currently inside of Sasuke's head. Itachi's eyes replaced Sasuke's. Now, one of Itachi's eyes have currently been destroyed by Momoshiki, okay? Now, that leaves us with two different pairs of MS. Sarada is kind of lucky here because for her, they both come from relatives in her direct bloodline. These being Fugaku Uchiha's Mangekyou, and which is her grandfather, and then Sasuke Uchiha's Mangekyou, which is her father, obviously. Now, Sasuke's eyes are like the original eyes that he awoken, that he fought Killer Bee with and stuff. So yeah, his real eyes are out there somewhere. Alright, well, whether or not Kishimoto even remembers this type of shit, that's a completely different discussion. Like, and I just want to say, that's like the entire video, guys. Like, the road is set for Sarada to awaken her MS, and now is as good a time as any because Boruto and Kawaki stay getting power-ups left and right. Like, I think it's time to spread that around and give some of these side characters growth and development. Like, let me know what you guys are thinking though in the comment section below. Do you think Sarada will awaken her MS soon? What sort of abilities do you think Sarada's MS will give her? Is her path to a dual EMS truly blocked forever? Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share. I'm the Grass Ninja signing off. Peace.